Welcome to the Tonight Show. Tonight we have two very special guests, Trevor Noah and Ishmael Bey.
It is Ishmael, but it is
Oh, I'm so sorry for mispronouncing your name. But anyway, how was the journey here? I know it was a long ride from home.
Yes, it was a really long ride here today. But being here brings me much happiness. So thank you for having us today.
No problem. And you, Trevor?
Thank you for having us on this midnight.
Lovely jokes. Tonight we will be talking about your past and how you two became the men you are today. Is that okay?
I must admit, I will be a little bit hesitant to bring my past. I don't have the fondest memories of back then, but I do believe I can manage it well.
And you, Trevor?
I mean, come at me, J-Dog.
All right, but before we do that, a word from our sponsor, Ancestry.com. Ancestry.com is a website so that you can find out your ancestry and who you are as a person and what makes you, well, you.
I didn't know this, but I was actually 10% Irish. I didn't know this, but I'm actually 2% white.
I didn't know this, but I'm white. I love when those ads come on. Anyway, back to you two. You two have, our first question is actually about ancestry. You two have some very rich cultural ties. What were your tribes like when you were there, and what was the culture there?
I do not know what tribe I was from specifically, but I feel like my culture was very deeply connected through family and family ties before the war. I lived in a town called Guatemala with my dad and my family. My mother and little brother did not live there because my mother and father separated, but still I feel like my family was like very close knit and tied together. I feel like that was a big part of my culture.
When I was growing up, my mother raised me just by herself. And my culture was very deep rooted in the Southern African beliefs. That was before she got switched down by the Alps,
That's horrible, Trevor. Anyway, to a happier topic. What was your life like before the war, Ishmael? And Trevor, what was your life like before the incident?
I'd say my life was very happy. I love to listen to and dance to music. I loved reggae and American rap. And I even started a group with my brother and friends and I where we danced and sung to American rap and reggae. And I'd say it was pretty fun.
So, I was growing up, my mom used to chase me all around town, trying to beat me, but I was just too fast. I was like Usain Bolt out there.
That was meant to be a happy question, but anyway. So Ishmael, what was your life like during the war?
During the war, I had much difficulty getting here every day, obviously. I had to change my character from a family person to just someone who has to survive themselves and focus on themselves every day. I remember one time at the beginning of the war, one of the first rebel invasions hit a village where I was at, and I was running from rebels, and there was this guy in front of me, and he got hit by an RPG launcher.
You can't say that on air.
I have many apologies.
I mean, my childhood was worse. I remember taking a belt beating from my mom. Oof, don't even get me started.
Oh, I'm 100% getting canceled on Twitter. X, if I make a joke about this. Let's not turn this into a childhood trauma contest because I like my job.
Sorry.
Maybe we should go on to the next.
Yeah, let's move on to a happier topic. Trevor, you had a show recently down in LA. How was that? And Ishmael, you said you and your friends had a rap and dance group. How's that group doing?
I mean, the show was amazing. People in LA are great people, and like the energy and the vibe were just perfect all around.
Amazing.
My group. I don't know where my friends or brother went. We got separated during the village raid. I think they most likely must have died during the war.
All right, cut.
I,
I'm not risking my job having this go for a full runtime. I'm 100% fired if I do.
what do you mean? But like,